The village had always whispered about Ella's past, but now, with Wendy's betrayal, those whispers have the potential to turn into fierce public outrage. Ella had spent years paying for her crime, transitioning from a young offenders facility to an adult prison. When she emerged, she sought redemption and a fresh start, but the ghosts of her past always lingered just below the surface. In a delicate balance, Ella tries to mend her life, working alongside Wendy at the surgery while grappling with being a pariah in a community that may never fully accept her again. The unfolding blackmail incident unearths tensions between the two women, exposing deep-seated fears about acceptance, shame, and the desperate lengths one must go to for redemption. Consequences and backlash. As news of Wendy's betrayal begins to circulate through the village, the consequences are far-reaching. Viewers witness an emotional unraveling, not just for Wendy, whose professional life is at stake, but also for Ella, who finds herself once again in the unfavorable position of being judged and shunned. The Brook Cottage surgery, a haven for both women, quickly turns into a battleground as accusations fly, trust erodes, and the walls begin to close in on Wendy. It is in these moments of chaos that we see the heart of Emmerdale, a microcosm of life where everyone harbors secrets. The community, though small, is vast in its drama and emotions. While Wendy tries to shield herself with lies and half-truths, the repercussions of her actions extend beyond her personal predicament, impacting the lives of those around her in unpredictable ways. The village reacts. The villagers are not passive observers in this unfolding drama. They are active participants, bringing their own judgments and histories into the fray. The emotional appeal from Marlon ignites a spark among some residents, rallying them to support the Windsor family, while others use the chaos as an opportunity to settle old scores. Lines are drawn in the sand as loyalties shift, trust is broken, and gossip flourishes. The social fabric of Emmerdale, once seemingly threadbare, is now stretched to the limits, revealing the fragility of relationships that may have once seemed unshakable. As news of the article spreads, people begin to question Rona's role in April's life, and the blame quotient rises. Accusations of negligence spark outrage, and soon, Rona finds herself in the crosshairs of public opinion. The village, fraught with accusations and finger-pointing, showcases the darker side of human nature when faced with tragedy and loss. The ripple effect of betrayal. Betrayals echo through Emmerdale like ripples across a still pond. With Wendy's decision to reveal Ella's past, not only do the dynamics between the two women shift drastically, but the fallout also leads to a profound reflection on guilt, shame, and the quest for forgiveness. Each character's reaction serves as a mirror reflecting the complexities of human emotion, illustrating how one act of betrayal can unravel the ties that bind. Wendy, now trapped in her self-made predicament, finds herself contemplating the decisions that led her here. The community's distrust, once directed towards Ella, now morphs into disdain for Wendy, who must navigate the treacherous waters of her own making. With rumors swirling and pressure mounting, the once calm demeanor of the village is replaced with distrust and speculative whispers, leaving everyone wary of the truth. The final curtain. As the saga continues to unfold, viewers are left on edge, uncertain of what will happen next for Wendy, Ella, and the village of Emmerdale. With the impending exits of both Wendy, portrayed by Susan Cookson, and Ella, played by Paula Lane, the stakes couldn't be higher. Their stories are woven into the fabric of Emmerdale's narrative, and with significant changes coming to the cast, fans are keenly aware that the consequences of their actions will resonate long after they depart. The delicate balance of trust, betrayal, and redemption plays out against the backdrop of a village that thrives on its secrets and stories. Whether it's confronting the ghosts of one's past or facing the repercussions of betrayal, Emmerdale showcases the complexities of human relationships and the profound impact of one's choices. As the village grapples with loss, loyalty, and the quest for redemption, viewers are left to ponder the question: in a world where everyone has a story, how far would you go to protect your own? Conclusion. As these gripping narratives unfold, Emmerdale continues to captivate audiences by shining a light on the intricate human emotions and moral dilemmas faced by its characters. Each wrinkle in the storyline pulls viewers deeper into the lives of the villagers, promising adventure, suspense, and profound life lessons. EMMERDALE spoilers follow. Emmerdale's Wendy Posner faces a backlash next week as her exit storyline begins. The nurse is caught out for betraying one of her colleagues after a journalist starts snooping into the lives of the villagers. Upcoming scenes see the local media start to write articles about April Windsor's disappearance. April ran away from home at Christmas, and her family have been trying to raise awareness in the hope of bringing in new leads. This week's episodes see the attention intensify after April's dad, Marlon Dingle, records an emotional appeal video, which goes viral. Next week, the local Houghton Courier newspaper weighs in with a damning article about April's stepmom, Rona Goskirk. The reaction to the article sends shockwaves around the village. When the journalist then pays a visit to snoop out some more stories, Wendy finds herself caught in a blackmailing situation. Viewers will have to tune in to see what dirt the reporter has on Wendy, who ultimately decides to protect herself. Wendy offers up details of Ella Forster's past to cover up her own misdemeanors. Last year, Emmerdale revealed that Ella is a child killer, as she took the life of her only friend Joanne in a jealous rage when they were both 11 years old. Ella, then known as Ruth, served a long sentence for her crime, initially in a facility for young offenders and later in an adult prison. Since being released, Ella has tried to turn her life around but has often had to move from place to place due to her past frequently being exposed. Following Wendy's betrayal, her life and career look set to implode as she faces the consequences at the Brook Cottage surgery, where she currently works alongside Ella. Last month, it was revealed that Susan Cookson, who played Wendy, had been written out of the ITV soap after 5 years. She has already filmed her final scenes. Paula Lane, who plays Ella, is also leaving as part of the 2025 cast changes. You can also check out our collection of 20 spoiler pictures from next week's episodes. As the drama unfolds in the quaint but turbulent village of Emmerdale, viewers brace themselves for a series of riveting storylines that delve deep into the psyches of its characters. The focus of upcoming episodes highlights the tumultuous journey of Wendy Posner, a nurse whose exit storyline promises to shake the foundations of this rural community. The intrigue intensifies as she becomes embroiled in a complex web of blackmail, personal secrets, and the haunting memory of a tragic incident from the past. The rise of village tensions. The turning point in this dramatic arc begins with the heart-wrenching disappearance of April Windsor, which shook the entire village. It is a cold December day, and the Windsor family is suffering in silence. As the holiday spirit envelops the community, the absence of a child weighs heavily on the hearts of those left behind. April's family, desperate to garner public support and new leads, resorts to social media and local journalism. This outreach culminates when April's father, Marlon Dingle, records a poignant video appeal that resonates widely, gaining traction across various platforms and bringing the village under a spotlight it has never known. However, with the attention comes scrutiny, and soon the local newspaper, the Houghton Courier, chooses to publish a provocative article that centers on April's stepmother, Rona Goskirk. This article not only draws unwanted attention to Rona, but it also exposes the frailties of the community as it grapples with the ramifications of the piece. The reactions from the villagers are swift and often brutal, amplifying existing tensions and distrust within the close-knit community. Wendy Posner, caught between loyalty and survival. As the drama unfolds, Wendy Posner's character arc becomes pivotal. Once seen as a dedicated and compassionate nurse, her image begins to tarnish under the weight of emerging secrets. With the arrival of an inquisitive journalist, the precarious equilibrium she has maintained starts to crumble. Desperation sets in when the reporter uncovers a scandal that places Wendy in a precarious position. Faced with blackmail, she must make an ominous decision. Will she prioritize her own safety over the trust of her colleagues and the village in which she has invested so much of herself? In a moment of weakness, Wendy chooses self-preservation. She reveals damaging information about Ella Forster, a fellow nurse at Brook Cottage surgery, to divert attention from her own misdeeds. This shocking twist sends ripples through the village as the dark past of Ella starts to come to light. Ella's character is far from ordinary. Once known as Ruth, she carries with her the heavy burden of a tragic childhood incident that forever altered the trajectory of her life. She was convicted of killing her only friend, Joanne, in a moment of jealousy when they were mere children.